Oh no, I could hear myself. What? What? Oh, here it is. Close that. Oh. All right. Welcome everyone that is here. We'll probably be starting in the next couple minutes or so. Right now I'm by myself. I believe Dean will be joining us a little bit later to help with commentary towards the end. But yeah, so we're still waiting on 2 people to check in here. Welcome, Love Live Sidosura. We should be starting shortly. I think we got the last couple people to check in here. Let me double check. Dawnbreaker. All right, everyone. Round 1 should be good to go. Just choose a channel to go in. I'll join whichever one we decide to do the stream of. Good luck, everyone.
Looks like I'm again.
Hello, everyone in this channel.
Hello.
All right, I'm gonna set up this thing, but you guys should just be good to start whenever you like.
Okay. Okay.
All right, stream. We are setting this up now. I need a second to fix my sound settings here. Open volume mixer, Discord. Sorry, can one of you talk really quick? I need to see which one of these is.
Yeah, I can talk really quick.
All right, thank you. Yeah, start whenever you guys like. All right, so I fixed the sound stuff here.
Upside down. Oh, there's 2 upside down cards in my deck. I just felt them.
Sometimes that happened to on my side.
I dropped the deck earlier. That's probably all that happened.
You want me to cut it?
That's alright.
Good.
How about you?
Oh, it's good too.
Alright. Roll a die on the app for first second.
Yes.
I
I rolled a
2.
5. I would go second.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to need to bring up their deck list here on the side. I'm wondering if Swafford, which is on the right, I believe, might be playing. Oh, he's playing Rune today instead of Control Abyss. Looks like we're playing Dragon on the left here.
Yeah, I will.
Let's see. Deck log for Bushiroad. Just pull up their deck list here. So I had a suggestion recently for the stream to increase the volume of the participants.
Yep.
This time around, I don't have it set up so that I don't have a proper mixer to set it up so that it will lower their voice every time they talk or I talk. So we'll see how this goes. If anyone in chat has an issue with it, just let me know. I'll fix the sound.
Okay, we can draw a card. I would play for 1 point Bellringer and your turn.
Okay. We'll pass the turn back.
Okay, begin turn. Draw a card. I will play for 2, take a jab, and it's your turn.
I'll pass the turn back.
Okay, begin turn. Draw a card.
All right, I'm taking a look here.
Will, go in.
Take a jab.
Unlucky.
I just noticed this being played here. I'm looking at the list.
You got it.
Is a pretty standard, I would say,
we'll play for 2
Dragon Uma list overall.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Oh, whoops. Let me fix this. The only difference being randomly including take a jab and stuff. Looks like take a jab is like the only spicy tech here. Everything else looks pretty standard. So this is the Uma Dragon list, discard Dragon list. Swafford here is on a pure Rune build. Similar to, looks like Ellis's build last week. It's pretty interesting build. Probably worth taking a look at and testing out if you're interested in just playing pure Rune. That still obviously plays the good Uma cards. We see here Narita Top Road hitting the board. This is basically mini Shenlong. On feed, you get a draw, or race that is, you get a draw to discard 1. and it becomes a 4/4, I believe. Yes.
And we'll also discard this.
It's a pretty
Wave
solid
that
card. It
is
lets
impossible to
you
see because of the flush.
build up
If you
the
wanna give me like 2 seconds, I'm gonna run
spell
and try
chain
for this thing.
Yes.
easily while presenting a threat on the board,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
that-
really nice. All right, looks like Swafford taking a second to walk away here. I didn't get to hear exactly what was the reason. As far as this dragon list goes, the spicy tech being take a jab, I have to read this every time because it's such an uncommon card to just see being played. So it's a 2-drop amulet. At the start of your main phase, you roll a 6-sided die. If you roll a 1, it deals 5 damage to your leader. So you take 5 damage to yourself. If you roll 2, 3, 4, or a 5, you draw a card. If you roll a 6, you give your leader 3 health, and then this amulet gets destroyed. Pretty fun high rolly amulet, I would say. Something I don't think we ever really see. The RNG effect is kind of scary. The one time I've seen it being played in a casual game I was in, opponent basically took 5 damage, and then the amulet exploded the next turn and healed 3, and that's all it did. Didn't even get a draw card, which is pretty funny.
Take a jab will go to the cemetery.
Okay.
And let me think. How much life she got?
She's a 4/4.
Off. Okay. Then I would Serpent Breath her and do my Bellringer and Ward, and it's your turn. Serpent Breath do 5 damage.
Serpent Wrath. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. English is not my my best language. Your turn.
No, it's
With 2
okay.
open
I think you.
points.
Yep. I thought you said breath, so I was thinking blazing breath.
No.
Yeah, it's all right. I have 5 mana.
Swafford here at 5 mana. What can we be doing here? What is his plays? Fred does. Yeah, I mean, literally, you could dial with Scarlet Vodka this turn if he has it to start building a board and hopefully having it live. One thing you got to worry about, though, if you're trying to build a board with Rune like this, you're definitely having to play around Conflag, which is a common card to board clear in Dragon.
Let's play another top road.
Oh, it looks like we're getting into top road here, probably racing immediately. The draw 2 ditch 1 is always good. We get a hand fix here. Build up more spell chain if needed. I'm looking at the list. There's really not any spell chain here. We just have Fiery Embrace, which is looking for spell chain 10. It's probably used for control and like getting some extra damage in. I think outside of that, we don't really have spell chain. Anything on else? Oh, I'm sorry. The does play Fate's Hand, which does use spell chain, as well as Rhyme Wind, which are all very good cards to get good spell chain in here.
We'll go ahead and play Insight and draw.
Okay.
Been on 0 mana. Oh baby. We will move to discard and discard Trail of Light and draw.
Ooh, discarding Trail of Light. Triggering Trail of Light from discarding and having to discard again. It's a very interesting interaction here when you go down from hand size. Hand size being only 7 max, so you just end up discarding Trail of Light. What triggers putting you back to 8, but you then have to discard again for being over hand size, as it checks every time.
I will play for 3 points Dragon Warrior. And play for 1 token to evolve him to shoot the remaining damage on your unit.
All right, Dragon Warrior coming down, evoing, taking care of that
3 open.
Narita top road.
4 hand cuts.
Looks like they are playing only 2 evos for it. I feel like this like slightly slower-ish match is like pretty good for Swafford, but I do know once Fortes and stuff start hitting the field, it's going to be a little bit tougher. Luckily, he has a little bit more follower heavy being in this version of the list, which is good, which means he'll have a way to actually remove Forte most of the time, since it does have aura, so it is untargetable. Hopefully, we start seeing some of the Necromancer's Rights hitting board, things like that for the Dragon player here, because it's usually the way you start pinging and lowering the life total, making it so that all your rush cards, or sorry, storm cards can push for lethal and they become infinitely more scary every turn. Things like Ogiri Cap 2 being really scary if you develop more than one rights. When you discard to give your Ogiri Cap Storm, it's going to do extra damage based on the number of rights because you do discard there. Something always scary to think about.
Pick up a strike. We will evolve the Merlin.
Yes.
On the 1 mana. We'll play Fate's Hand out of my graveyard to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And we will move to discard.
Interesting going for Fate's Hand. I thought I saw the Witch Bolt earlier in the graveyard, which would have been able to deal with the Dragon Warrior as well as drawing a card. But it looks like it's kind of more important here for him to fix hand, it seems like.
Go ahead.
Okay, begin turn. Draw a card.
I have 1 mana floating. Yep.
I would first try to run in your life pool with 4 damage.
Yeah, that'll hit. I'm at 16.
Then I think I will play Shenlong for 5.
Ooh, hitting that one of Shenlong in the Dragon deck. Once that happens, Dragon's having a good game, I feel like.
I need 1 to discard. I will discard my...
Unfortunately, it doesn't have any of the rights on the board. Looks like we're discarding a Flute here, getting a 4/3 token, I believe, is the thing. The Hell Flame Dragon, I believe it's called.
For 1 token and 1 point, truly will evolve my Shenlong. Got the spicy 5 HP back.
Yeah.
Dragon getting to heal 5 this game. Pretty big. There's not a lot of heal for Dragon outside of that and like Olivia, or if you're going to play Lucifer or something like that. So hitting Shenlong, any game you hit Shenlong as Dragon, you're feeling very confident, feeling very good, I feel like. See what happens here. You're going to have to deal with that Shenlong somehow. Going into turn here. Rune only plays 1 execution. I'm looking at otherwise 3 Fiery Embrace, so it's probably going to have to use Fiery Embrace to get rid of the Shenlong here, unless... Oh, wait, I forgot we do have Make Some Noise here that deals... Oh, wait, maybe not playing.
No problem.
Probably realized didn't have an Uma Faller on the field, so it's only doing 3 damage instead of 4, making things a little bit awkward. Unfortunately, if there was an Agnes on board, that would be perfect. Agnes plus Make Some Noise will do 5 to remove... Oh no, Shenlong has, I forget, has 6... A 6-butt body there, which is pretty rough still. Dropping Craig here, draw Ditch here. What is Rune thinking here? How do you deal with this Shenlong? I think that is the big issue here. Unfortunately, Rime Wind cannot deal with it. Neither of these cards can be Rime Wind away, which is really rough. Are we just looking to burn here and then run Merlin in? Merlin swings in for 4, so we'll have to do another 2 damage, but it looks like there is 1 floating, I believe, for Dragon, which is really spooky. which means breath is still breath is available. And it looks like they are in overflow, which means breath does deal 4. Means most things that swing in will probably die 2. Making it a lot harder for Rune to clear Shenlong here.
We'll put Lamplet Training and deal 2 to the Dragon Warrior.
To the Dragon Warrior? 2 damage. Okay.
Yep. And the 4-mana.
Lamplet Training here, 1 drop deal 2, but if you have a Racing Follower, it deals 3 instead.
And that's got Spell Chain 10.
Building up the Spell Chain 10 here to go ahead, deal 3 damage.
Yeah.
And now he
damage from 3.
He should be able to swing in with Merlin now if he wants to threaten more life total here. Otherwise, he can just go ahead and clear the Dragon Warrior. See where he decides to go.
Merlin for 4.
Looks like going face here.
And we'll pass the turn.
Leaving the Dragon Warrior up with 0 floating here.
Draw a card. First off, I will try to run into your life with 4 damage.
Yep, go to 12.
Then I will play for 4.
There it is. Forte coming down, Dylan that 7.
And 1 token and 1 point to both Forte and run 2 face.
Yep, go to 5.
And then I will play for 1 more point Bellringer and Ward.
Ooh, the Bellringer there. This is a really rough board to deal with. Opponent still has, Dragon still has 2 play points open. It looks like they're floating, which does threaten Blazing Breath, which is pretty spooky here. Opting not to push forward the Hellflame Dragon to represent even more opportunities for lethal here. I'm not sure how Swafford is going to be able to deal with this with Rune without having much of a board built. None of the Dawa Scarlets or Vodkas on the board. Let's see here. He's already used 1 Merlin. It's pretty rough to deal with here. If he has Rhymewind, he can bounce the Bellringer to deal with that and then swing in to the Forte. But with 2 play points open, I'd be surprised if Dragon doesn't have the Breath in hand right now to protect it. Let's see how Swafford figures out this match right now. Trying to figure out which lines of play doesn't automatically lose him the game here. All right, we got Agnes on the board, which is pretty good.
We'll evolve her.
Look like we're gonna Evo, grab something back here.
Grab a spell from my cemetery and put it in my hand. We'll grab I guess we'll grab Insight.
Interesting, grabbing Insight here.
We'll play Insight, draw a card. We'll give the Dragon Warrior -1/-1.
I believe Rune still has the Make Some Noise in hand. Possibly going to be using that to clear off the Dragon Warrior. We'll see how the board state changes here. I just wonder how they're going to deal with the Bellringer. Maybe they just go for the Bellringer and then swing in to test whether or not Dragon is representing Blazing Breath. I think that's the one card Rune is worried about here at this point, because everything on board just loses to Blazing Breath.
On the Bellringer, I guess, and kill off the Dragon Warrior.
Make Some Noise. What is it again?
It's going to deal 4 damage to Bellringer, and then Tachyon will give creature in play -1/-1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm allowed to draw 1 card.
Yep. We'll attack Anyas into Forte.
Okay.
Ooh, lets it through, so it doesn't have the Blazing Breath. I feel like you would have just like forced the issue.
With Merlin.
But also might be a situation where you don't care because you probably have lethal in hand.
And hope you don't kill me.
Yep,
So
Rune
that's your
saying,
turn, yeah?
please don't kill me at this point.
Begin turn. Draw a card. How much mana do you live?
2.
Forte Evil here clears it.
6 Rico.
Oh, Rico will be doing 3 damage to face, I believe.
She got rush and got the strike effect because I got no other follows. I will go attack your 2/1 and will select your Merlin to destroy.
Alright.
And you get 3 damage.
Rico being such a good card, or Rico that is.
I will play for 3 Dragon Reaters.
Oh, that's game here.
Yep, you got it.
Dragon Flute and GG.
Well played by Dragon there. What a good game. You can still see the power of Dragon in this, even after the Shenlong hit. Of course, yes, he saw the one of Shenlong, but still, it was a very powerful turns here. You can just pretend he had 5 less health here, and I guess maybe he drew 2 cards deeper, which might have helped a lot there. But still, Dragon is a very, very good threatening deck still. It's a deck you definitely shouldn't be sleeping on in the Uma meta, in my opinion.
GG's.
All right, we'll be waiting for the next round. Oh, looks I forgot to get on whereby here. All right, I think Dean is now joining us. Let me get into. Hello, Dean. I'm so sorry.
Rejoice! I'll join your little games.
Oh man! All right, sorry, I didn't see your message because it's set up to block those notifications when I'm streaming, so I didn't get to see it. But welcome, Dragon deck code. I will throw up the deck code for Dragon in a second here in chat. Let me edit this really quick. Did you see that game, Dean?
I saw the end of it. Rune problems. You know, Forte has hexproof. Rune has innate targeting on every single card. Literally unwinnable.
Yeah, it's a really rough matchup, and it's not like Dragon is like a super gimped deck right now or anything. It just lost some of its power.
Well, the thing is, like, it really just comes down to how many Fortes did they put on the board. It depends on like, how, like if they. I mean, I guess was that a double Forte game?
No, it was only a 1 Forte game, but Rico, yeah, okay. Rico coming in pushing damage also was able to like help push that damage, and then there was some turns where Swafford basically having issues, you know, tempoing out the first 3 turns. It was.
Well, right, it's like sometimes you have to spend mana on drawing or doing something, and then it's like your opponent just puts down Guy, and you go, damn, that's good. Like, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so what have you been up to today, Dean?
Oh, not a whole lot, you know. We're here to watch some Shadowverse.
Yeah, this is my training for last chance qualifiers here. I watch other people play the game and then make decisions based on how they play.
So I've been on that digital grind, okay?
Oh, I know, like the other day you had like what, 50 some games? How many today do you have you done?
Oh, I didn't play much today. I think I took it a lot easy. I'm already burnt out of the format. Don't play 12 hours straight. Well, it doesn't help. The format's like a tier 0 deck that clearly needs nerfed in digital. Like people in set reviews were like, "Oh, this doesn't look that good," and then they actually present 24 damage on turn 4.
Yeah, then they start
Like,
playing with the cards, and you're like, "Oh, wait a second."
Yeah, imagine that like Uma presented triple vodka, double Daiwa on turn 4 every game, and you just go, "Oh."
Understandable. That's pretty good. All right, looks like we are waiting on one last game to finish up here before we start round 2, so it'll be starting soon. I guess for those watching, we actually on the channel enabled memberships now and super chats. Memberships, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the memberships. There's going to be something where we're going to release videos that are like membership only once we start getting members. If people want to burn their whatever money they have to give us, I guess. And then some content will probably come out a day or two earlier for members only, possibly the podcast or something, once we get back into the rhythm of it. And then super chats as usual if you want to be loud and have like a big GIF or GIF or however you say it, pop up on stream. But yeah.
I'm getting all the deck codes pulled up.
Oh yeah, if you saw, I made that channel right, so it'll be a lot easier to find it every week.
I'm just pulling them all up right now. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Maybe I'll just get 2 of them.
Yeah, I just have two of them open side by side, so I can see the deck list. I just change the decks whenever I need to.
So 8 people. It's pretty good.
8 people, solid. I like seeing consistent. Every week we've been, chilling between 6 and 8 now, which is really good. And I hope after the holidays, or if we end up having to change it around, hopefully we get more. I think the max I ever want to do is like 16 people. That's still like 3-4 rounds.
Stream after that.
Yeah. It's just a lot of management and shortened time. It just depends, I guess, if we have more time. Just doing a weekday stream is always, especially this late, is always rough because we don't have a lot of time, and we want people to be able to hop in, play their games, and leave as quick as possible so they can either go to bed or do whatever they're gonna do.
Damn, some of these decks are insane.
I haven't looked at all of them. I'm just gonna be surprised every time we play, we throw someone on stream. Honestly, I was kind of
see what people are cooking.
Yeah, I was hoping Swaffer was going to play Abyss again, so I could see him play it again. But he went with the Rune List. The Rune List is kind of cute. It's very similar to what I saw Ellis play last week. I can see what's trying to happen there, but it also seems like one dragon, like you said, is kind of a rough matchup when people are playing cards with aura on it, right?
Yeah, and it's the idea is that you get some like turn 7, I think it is. Yeah, some like turn 7 nut board where you like put down a Daiwa and a vodka and you give them both storm and you deal like 10 face damage and you get some like chip damage in between that.
Yeah.
And like you have things like like turn 8 you could like do it again.
Yeah.
So like the idea is that you can try to control until then. So it's a funny thing that they've been trying out. Wait, who did he just lose to? Did he lose to?
He lost to Digital Ruski.
Digital Ruski's base. I see this is the most insane deck. Did you actually look at this?
Yeah. Do you see he played Take a Jab?
Sky, my favorite.
I think Saiyan Sky is really good already too. Yeah, he played Take a Jab. So
I was thinking about it. I'm like, is that card actually that bad? I mean, like you instantly lose like when you roll a 6 almost, but like you probably instantly lose some games anyway.
No, you mean roll a 1?
Games? Oh yeah, whichever one where it blows up. Whichever one where it blows up, you probably instantly lose. But like
rolling a 1, you deal 5 to yourself, which is pretty bad in Dragon now that you have no real way to heal. Right?
He's got 3 cards that heal.
Well, technically, Necromancer's right.
He's got 6.
Yeah.
He's got 6.
It's still pretty rough if you hit. Imagine hitting the 1 twice. It's like what, 15% chance or something. That's pretty rough. All right, round 2 is set up here. Let's see. I don't know, Dean. You pick a game here of one of the winner matches.
Oh, you're asking a hard question. I don't know who the winner matches are.
Oh, you don't have the thing open. All right, we can either
3 tabs open for this.
We can either watch. You can either see Ellis versus Digital Ruski, or Prussia versus Dawnbreaker.
Ooh, I'll let you choose.
Well,
We said Digital Ruski is the one we had on stream last time.
Yeah.
So you should definitely be choosing Dawnbreaker and Bruce.
All right, I'll move in there then. Hello, cuties. We're here to stream your game, so you guys can start whenever you like. I'm just gonna set up the stream. Turn this background music off. All right.
I looked at Prusha's deck while we were getting food.
I have not
That's why
looked
I was
yet,
late.
so.
We have a set 2 matchup on the way. Dawnbreaker's on no new cards.
I assume
At all.
Dawnbreaker is still playing Haven.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, from like what testing I've done, none of the, like we said, I think we talked about this yesterday too. None of the Uma cards really help.
Do you want a high roll on the app?
The current deck, and like the deck it makes itself is not very powerful.
I got a 1.
I also got a 1.
Beast Call Aria instead of Death Sentence to go with the Kage. I don't know. Something about me says that like
I'll go first.
Death Sentence is a better card. Especially to something like
I might
Uma,
try
where they can put down a lot of like untapped cards, right?
Yeah, possibly. I've never really thought about in the Uma meta. I did really like Arya, Beast Call Arya in set 2 meta. It felt like pretty good, and you would find a lot of cheeky lethals that way when you get to play like more of the mid-range into Aegis. But for the Uma stuff, like Death Sentence might be slightly better. Like enough where you play that over Arya completely.
I'll go turn 1 pass.
There's just like so many guys they can put down, and like they're all scary as hell
Yeah.
if you like leave them.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a way to interact with the board.
But he's the Snake Priestess.
This is
Like,
for the
Prusha's on.
2 to ramp, and I'll pass.
on
Prusha's
life
known for
support.
saying this is the
Yeah.
strongest card.
It's his favorite,
But he
most
opened-
best card ever, and he opened the best card in the game, as Pressure would say. So we'll see what happens here.
But we see from Prusha right here, turn to Dragon Oracle, so you know what he's been cooking.
Oh wait, he's
They
playing
double snake.
Dragon. Oh, I don't have the decks up. Oh man, let's see this stuff. I'm gonna pull this up right
Yeah,
now.
he's playing like Disco. It's Disco plus Oguri Cap.
I'll
You
play
know it.
Dragon Warrior.
You've seen it.
I'll spend 1 to evolve. Shoot the standing
Fervor
card.
is like the big standout in the deck. We see Dragon Warrior here.
And then I'll swing and kill the other one.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
Alright. Go to
Wait.
3. Draw.
Ooh. Did he kill that? No, there's no way he killed that. Wait.
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 Four.
Don't. You have a 1/1 Snake Priestess left, right?
What?
Dragon Warrior does 3.
Yeah, Snake Priestess.
His Snake Pieces is 3.
Yeah, 1-3.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Oh, wait, Snake Priestess is a 1/3? Oh, dude, okay.
Yeah.
In digital, it's a 1/4.
Digital brain moment.
Yeah, Digital Brain. I haven't seen this card in a while.
I'll use 3
Win rate 0. Yes, these events are every Wednesday right now. Same time. You can just join our Discord server if you want to sign up for it every Wednesday. The link to our Discord server is in the more information section on YouTube here.
Wait, I'm insane. This card was
I'll
1.
spend 5 for Draconic Fervor.
Dude,
What
I
card
think-
is 1/4 with
If
Lord?
Snake Priestess was 1/4 in physical, I think every Haven deck would be playing it for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm like in my own head now. I don't know what's going on. But we see Priest of the Cudgel come down. Whatever. You know what? I don't know Shadowverse cards. That's okay. Priest of the Cudgel, Radiance Angel. Well, this game is going fast. These players know what they're doing, and that's why the gameplay is. This is a appropriate pace of play, as we like to say.
Yeah, I love to see two players who are very familiar with their deck for the most part, and the early turns should be basically already figured out for most players who have played their deck a lot, in my opinion. And then it's usually around turn 5 and later is when like more of the thinking comes into play. When did you say, right?
Yeah, we see Evo Orb using the Radiance Angel for the heal, probably choosing to Evo now for what does that mean? That means that next turn he's valuing being able to, like, what, Jean Evo or possibly Kaguya?
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe. We see warding up. I guess you always have to be afraid of the Fortes, right? So it's nice to be able to put the wards down early.
I'll spend 5 for Conflag.
Ooh, Conflag here,
Conflag.
clearing the board. The classic.
5 to everything on the field.
Okay. The hard thing is how you're going to be able to... you force a piece of removal out, but now how are we going to be able to see more defense against Forte going forward? Maybe you just don't care anymore. Now, this is the hard part about Haven. What do you do on this turn?
What is he at? Oh, Radiance Angel.
Second Radiance Angel. Let me guess. Second Evo. Extra heal.
Yep.
The more health you have, the more of a buffer you have for garbage the dragon's going to be able to throw at you. So the question is, do you ward? No, he does not.
Choosing not to ward is interesting. Prussia is already in range to just like slam Forte faces, right? And not care anymore.
Yeah, but if he does, then you have the card untapped, and maybe you have a Jean in hand, and you're able to convert to 4 face damage, plus be able to...
I'll draw a card.
Right, like you're able to answer the Forte, but then also keep your Radiance Angel as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's
so the Forte is de-incentivized.
Mm-hmm.
We see Dragon Song Flute being played for the draw 1, getting the 4/3. Doesn't do a whole ton, but...
All right. Guarding Trail of Light here to draw that card and generate more tokens here.
I'll spend 3 for Serpent's Wrath on the Angel. And it deals 5. Okay. And then I'll draw a card. And then I'll pass.
Okay. I'll go to 6. Draw.
Okay. Single guy, and that's it. Just like the single Hellflame. Probably not too worried about that. I wonder if we're going to see a Kaguya come down.
5 play points to play Tribunal, Good and Evil.
Nope, just Tribunal. Nice, tall removal.
Tribunal is one of those cards. I always feel like it's
That's
like
insane.
I'm always like going back and forth with it personally. Sometimes I feel like it's really good. Other times I feel it's like whatever. I think the thing that sells it for me a lot is having Cruel Priestess in your deck.
Cruel Priestess is big. Just being able to draw with it is also big, right? It's a good card.
End of turn, I'm going to Blazing Breath kill the Snake Priestess.
All right. Are we going to see that Forte Evo 7 face here?
It would somewhat advance the game plan, but Triple Forte is not even going to be able to like kill him. So yeah, here we see coming down the rights, just being able to get some continuous damage.
Yeah. And then I'll play Forte.
For the Evo, so we're getting 9 face damage this turn.
Swing 7 at you.
On the 20, is that 21 health or 24? It's 24, right?
Yeah.
17.
And then end of turn, I'll deal 2 to you from Dracomancer's Rights, and I'll pass.
The big problem, I think, is that Dragomancer's Rights sitting on the board. We don't see a ton of heal in this Haven deck, if we look at it.
7.
In fact, there's only 4 more sources of healing left, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at this list. It's interesting. Still playing Holy Sentinel, but also playing like the full triple Aegis in the list is pretty insane to me.
Play Themist Decree.
Yeah, and then this is generally I feel like a pretty rough matchup for Haven in general anyway. Yes, Dragon has lost its Shenlong to heal and prolong the game as well. But what we see here is that Prussia went for the Imperial Dragoon top end in combination with the other Storm stuff, which is like can go over Aegis, right? Once it gets ward, so
yeah, and you have to apply pressure until then, right? And it's like Aegis can't even come down with a ward until what, 9, maybe 10 even. If he's saving that Evo point to try to Evo without discarding the hand, that means it's turn 10. So he's got 3 more turns to live. But we see 2 damage a turn. Oh, we just see
Forte and Conflagration.
Discarding a Forte. That tells you, you know what that tells you? That tells you there's another Forte in hand.
True.
That's like actually insane.
Oh my god. He was like, don't mind me just gonna triple feed this here. Or I don't know how much he's feeding. Is it triple? It is triple feed. He's like, yeah, let's do it.
That's 10. That's 12 damage. Oh, actually, almost. Man, 24 health is not a lot when you eat. Was that 21?
Yeah, this is
And then end of turn, I'll deal 2 from there.
This is pretty rough. Already down to 3. Such an.
This is like fighting Dragon and Digital. They pass turn a couple times, and you die from full health, and you go, "Oh, that was cool."
Yeah, we're really seeing the strength of Dragon and why the Shenlong hit had to happen. Basically, even without Shenlong, this game, it's been insane. Like pressure by Dragon. To be fair, I do think this is a favored matchup for Dragon in general. But we'll see how this continues to play out. And also, I don't think it's that too often you get to see a triple feed on Oguri Cap. I think that might be the first time I've seen it since the release.
Really? What? Or is it just being forced out earlier normally?
Yeah, a lot of times it comes down and gets like fed like 1 or 2 and then pushes damage that way because they're about to close out the game and you know they used all their play points.
The last card was actually just Dragoon, which means discard, burn 1.
Evo, draw 3 here.
That doesn't even matter. He had 3 health, right?
Yep.
And then end of turn, I'll deal 2 to you.
Okay.
Oh no, he healed 2 from banishing. Yeah.
7/7.
Okay.
Gotta heal here because he's dead on board. This is one of the things too. I personally think Haven should be playing Bahamut because I think Dragon is still, especially discard Dragon, is still like such a scary thing to run into as a Haven player. And at least if playing like a Bahamut like line lets you clear board and clear the amulets fairly easily, especially if you're not playing executions, which it looks like Dawnbreaker is not playing any executions at the moment.
Cruel Priestess, get back, Tribunal. Destroy.
Yeah, this is maybe one of those things where you're thinking, you know, it's been hit, don't really care about it anymore, and then it shows up again, and you go, oh.
You go, well, there goes my game plan.
I'll pay 1 for Sacred Plea.
Okay.
Gonna need to find a way to heal here if I plan to live at all.
I guess you know that he's down to, well, you need to heal. You need too many things, right? You have to heal.
Yeah, the big thing is you have to heal to like survive another turn, but like what line do you even have at this point to win? Because Dragon is still at 19 total life, right? So which means you probably need roughly 3 turns to close out the game if you even drop like able to develop an Aegis at this point.
Yeah, I will tap this to discard Blazing Breath.
Yeah, and this is all you have to do is just tap discard game.
Yep.
Yeah, good game.
All right, there's 2 games we got to see though of like the power of Dragon post restriction, which is crazy to me.
Oh no, Dragon's still the best deck. Shenlong wasn't enough.
All right,
getting just one more storm follower, right? It's just another mid game threat. So instead of being those games where, I don't know if you felt this when you played Dragon, it's like the reason I gravitated towards Control Dragon was you were kind of like riding and dying on those Fortes, right?
Yep.
And now it's like, oh, you have the Oguri caps as well, and it's just like, you know, just adding a couple extra cards that fill the same role makes the deck just that much better.
Absolutely. Like, I think outside of like maybe Aura, I think Storm is one of the most strongest like text in the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like period, because Storm just generates like free pressure on your opponent. You don't even have to play the Storm card to scare your opponent or make them misplay possibly. It's that knowing that it exists in your deck and the fact you get to abuse it is really, really big. I think that's like one of the reason that Sword is really scary too, especially into players that aren't like as seasoned into playing the matchup. Is sometimes you see people like Advant Blader search two novice troopers, and then now for the rest of the game, you know your opponent has 6 storm damage in hand. You basically like have, even though like you're at 6, like say you're at 7 life, you're technically at 1 life all the time at this point moving forward, right? Because it's just, you know, that damage there. So if you don't have a way to interact with it, you're just screwed.
Yeah, Storm and Shadowverse has always felt a lot different. I was told that like Storm and Magic never felt like this.
Yeah. Haste, yeah.
Haste and Magic was always kind of mid. It probably has to do with the way that hands work.
Yeah, usually Haste in Magic for the most part, either there's only 2 ways it shows up usually. It's on very cheap, low to the ground followers, so you're normally not getting hit for like half your life in one swing when they just play one creature.
Hold on. 10,
What's up?
10. It's not on a 10-10, right?
No, but they do have creatures that are like that big in Magic, but the payoff for them is like you gotta pay like 10 mana. In that game, you're not guaranteed a mana every turn, right? Like in Shadowverse. So even though the card says like is as a 10 converted mana cost, you won't probably be able to play that card till turn 15.
Right. Definitely the difference is like how the mana works, like you said.
All right, we have 1 game left wrapping up, so we should be moving on to round 3 pretty soon. I think everyone that joined today has been on top of their game. They're pretty familiar with their deck. We see Dawnbreaker in chat. Y'all really watched me get violated. I'm sorry, man. It happens that way. It's a bad matchup for Haven for sure.
It was a little rough.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see everyone finishing their games fairly quickly, which means they're playing very well, or you know their decks very well, which means if this online event ever gets a little bit bigger and we're forced into 4 rounds of Swiss, hopefully we can, zoom through Swiss and get it into Top Gun a lot sooner, and everyone can get to bed sooner, because I know we do stream this a little bit late.
I planned ahead for today. I'm not gonna say what that means, but I planned ahead for today.
All right.
I was prepared for the 1 a.m. tournament.
Oh, Swaffer just messaged me. I've never had to drop someone from this before. How do I do that, actually?
Oh, he's dropping?
I think so. All right, time to Google how to drop someone from challenge.
He said the deck was a mistake. Many such cases. I know I've had those pains. I know you weren't the guy who played memes a lot back when we would go to the same locals.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you show up to the locals with the meme and it's like round 2 and you're like, I severely underestimated how absolute garbage this deck is, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Also, sometimes when you think you're cooking.
Yeah. And it usually doesn't take that long, right? It's like one game. It's like game one, you're playing it, and you're like, oh no, this is so much worse than I thought. I feel like you never memed. So you probably don't.
Okay.
Feel that
I
as
used
much.
to meme a lot in SoCal because there was so many tournaments when it came to Weiss. But the issue with, you know, same thing with Nico and I when we used to travel to Indiana to play is just like we talk about memeing on the car right there, but then we drive this 3-hour drive to play with our friends and spend all day there. And after the 3-hour drive, we're both like, we have to win this event. And so we always end up like swapping stuff around. I think maybe the biggest meme was that one time we both played Steins Gate, if you remember that, which was really funny. We both got first and second. That was probably one of my favorite tournaments there.
I just remember you hand me literally the least functional deck I've ever seen.
Hey, but we got first and second, all right?
It was pretty miserable. It was
a miserable experience, but we did it.
We somehow won. I remember that. That was awful.
I just like that we got first, second, and we basically never touched that deck again. I know you played some Steins Gate later, but after that it was just like done.
The problem with the Weiss Shorts, for those who don't know, is it's got all these random shows, but if the show is something you like and it's good, like it's a good piece of media like Steins Gate, it's unplayable. That's the real problem.
I told Swafford he should come back with Abyss so I could steal his deck more. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's like me when I'm like, I like Sword or Rune in physical, and then Sword and Rune both suck. I know Swords had it a lot better than Rune, but
yeah, don't worry. Listen, was it set 5? I think it is, right? Or is it 6? It's 5, right? I think is when Rune starts eating good. We get our boy or girl Kuon. I forget. Kuon's a guy or a girl? I forget.
Kuon is. He has a male voice act. I think it's like a female voice actor in Japanese, male voice actor in English. I think it's supposed to be androgynous. Yeah,
I think like the outfit Kuon's wearing, I'm pretty sure normally that's traditionally a male outfit. So
it's like a male. It's like a spirit caller outfit, right, or something like
that.
On Myoji.
But I think normally the hat that they're wearing is usually on the males more often. But I could be completely wrong. I don't know the history of that shit. So
Kuon is I feel like he's a fan favorite, right? He's a fan favorite if you play Shadowverse Digital.
Yeah, I did come back when Kuon like was around during that meta when I was playing with you. That deck was pretty fun. Oh no, wait, did I play that in limited or did I play that in rotation? I forget. Well, either way, Kuon's a fun card to play with, and like the Shinigamis or whatever it makes is always really cool.
And then Rune gets to play like a lot more followers, right? Like they actually move away from the spell mechanic when they're playing Kuon, from my understanding.
Yeah, it's way heavier followers. It seems like, or like at least the spells generate followers, right?
The spells generate followers, I think, but then also Kuon counts like traded follower or spell to come out early.
Yeah,
and so you just play barely enough to D-shift.
Yeah.
And then not a whole lot else. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We have a couple more formats to get through. We got to get through Uma. And then we got to get through, Eggs?
Yeah, Eggs is going to be a lot of fun, even though it's going to be mostly during the team tournaments, I think, which means I'll probably almost never play that deck, because I think every person I want to team with for teams is like, they're already fighting over the Egg deck, and I'm like, yeah, you guys can fight over it. I'll just play whatever secondary deck.
You already know what I'm going to be fighting over. Well, I guess teams depends on when it is. If we have March or April regionals, right?
Yeah, are you going to be playing chess? I swear to God.
on Dexander, there was like 4 different chess decks that topped at somewhere in Japan. If it topped a 4-man, that's doing better than I thought it would. Because I don't think chess could win even the burn 1 8-man.
Damn, no faith. I thought you were like the chess god. You love that deck in digital.
Oh, I did, and now it's rotated. It's press F in the chats, boys.
Man,
F, there we go.
I guess before round 3 starts, one more time, guys. We did recently enable memberships and super chats for the channel. All that contribution goes to like helping the channel grow, as far as like getting new equipment or paying artists to design panels and stuff for us, because that's one of the first things I want to do is for our podcast get its own design of panels and stuff, so I could set up and look very nicely and set it up so that when we have multiple guests on, they'll all have their own section and we can put their names and everything on there, instead of being as, how do I describe our current setup on everything is super scuffed. Let's just put it that way. We don't make any money doing this stuff, so we're just kind of like, doing things for fun at this point and doing the best we can with limited resources and limited time. Let me see here. Is the next round starting?
Doing this because we love the game.
It's true. This game is a lot of fun. I gotta say, Dean, I don't know about you, but like I think Shadowverse Evolve's community so far has been one of the better communities I've been a part of, but it's so early on. At least the reception we get from you guys, even watching our garbage content.
It's definitely been a nice breath of fresh air. Formats keep changing too, so always I feel like I don't play the game as much as I want to, but at the same time, like always, there's always like something new to like try out. There's always something new because these formats, they're coming like that.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Coming really stale formats.
Yeah, coming from Weiss has like their formats are very long, or their metas, because like only one new deck will be introduced like every month, right?
They'll release 3 sets a month in Weiss.
Oh, okay.
But then like the meta won't change.
Yeah, there'll only be like one new deck, but it's like not enough to make the top tier decks be worse, but it's good enough to like compete with them, but not enough to like bully them out. So the Weiss meta is such a slow meta compared to Shadowverse, which is, I was actually thinking about this at work recently. I was like, man, is Shadowverse just moving too fast? But I feel like I almost feel like if it had,
I would like an extra month.
Yeah, like same. I feel like one extra month to like absorb the meta more, instead I feel like I'm burning through this meta. 2 months later, there's a new set that changes everything. It does seem though like recent sets in JP have like they've done a better job at like keeping older decks relevant still. I feel like they can compete in the top end.
For me, it's not about that. It's like when a new set comes out, right? Even if you're like keeping an old set relevant, if I buy a playset, which I've been buying a playset of every set, right?
Yeah,
that's 6. It's 6 crafts, right?
Yes,
6 classes that I have to play, but a format only lasts like 8 or 9 weeks. So do you see where the problem is? It's like I can't even play the same deck twice if I want to like experience all of the crafts. And I know that when I buy the case, I use every card in the case. Well, not every card, but I use a lot of the cards in the case. Right. So I want to try all of the classes, and that's been a problem.
Yeah.
That's why I want like an extra month. So that way my favorites I can play a lot more.
Yeah, it's one of those things too where I feel like if I take a week off of playing and not showing up to locals, I miss out on playing like potentially 2 to 3 different decks I wanted to just try out for fun or see if it was like competitive enough, even though I think it's like kind of like a tier 2 or tier 3 deck. So like I'm forced in this weird scenario where I have to spend a lot of time, the majority of the time early on, trying to test like the decks that I think are the most competitive. And then by the time I get around to wanting to do the meme stuff, I only have like 1 to 2 weeks to mess around with the meme stuff if I really want to, right?
Yeah. That last game still going on? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But no, it's like it is definitely better than like whatever Weiss and Pokemon has. Like Pokemon's insane because like a new set will drop, and there's like one set that you'll have like one new deck introduced like maybe every other booster. So like a year will go by and you'll get 2 new decks, and then everything else is the same old decks.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what happens with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Like people are like, check out my like turn 1 FTK. You show up. I know, like every time I've talked to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, they're always like, "So I was brewing in the lab, and check out this turn 1 board lock that I can produce every game." And I'm like, "Okay, insane game." What is this? This is we're streaming games. We're right now between games.
Yeah,
So
this
that's
is
why there's not a whole lot going on.
Yeah, this is a weekly Burn 1 Shadowverse Evolve ranking tournament online webcam. If you're interested, you can join our Discord server, which is in the more information section on YouTube there under this stream. You'll be able to join through there, and we do it every Wednesday, same time right now. If there's ever going to be a change, we'll update you guys when it happens. But we plan to do this for like every season was roughly 12 weeks, and then whoever has the most points at the end is crowned the champion. Right now, it's just kind of playing for online bragging rights. That's it. We have no real prizing. Trying to get in contact with Bushiroad. Maybe we can get promos or something out to people for running this every week. So if they want to pay for the postage, I can mail out a bunch of promos to everyone. For the people who don't have the luxury of having a local close to them to be able to play every week. Was there any pure Uma being played today? I didn't look at every list. I assume there's at least one, because I think Rika, who's in this event, he usually is playing Uma. Did you see? I know you went through the list, right, Dean? Were there any pure Uma lists today?
The one is Jack the one who was missing a lot of stuff last time?
It might have been. I'm not sure.
I think it was Jack is on pure Uma.
Yeah, so far we've seen on stream Dragon, Rune, and then Dragon versus Rune round 1. Round 2 was Haven versus Dragon.
Yeah, I know there's 2 runes. So that means there's 2 dragons. I know there's a forest. Then there's an Uma, and I don't know what the other 2 decks are. Oh, there's a Haven. So there's 1 unknown. Is that right? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Should probably start. I guess once I move or whatever, I'll start trying to do little infographics. Just post them up for people to see every week how things go for our event. These have been a lot of fun so far. I'm really glad people are enjoying them and showing up every week. It's been great. I was
waiting on somebody to bring Skullfane OTK.
Yeah.
Don't let me down, boys. Or no, Gold Chip OTK. That's more hype than Skullfane. It's like the exact same win con, but far shittier. Actually, real talk. Is raw Gold Chip with like some form of setup better than like Skullfane? Because I think it is. The difference is like when you play the Skullfane deck, I don't know what you pair it with unless you pair it with Flaming Glass, right? But like if you play the Skullfane deck, you can't put the Skullfanes down early because they actively like lose you the game by milling your deck.
Yeah.
While the Gold Chip heals you, puts a massive body on board, and like pushes the damage.
I think Gold Chip is like the type of card where like if you could naturally go into the setup like right before it would be really good. But the issue is like it seems like there's no how do I say, like natural easy way where you don't have to go out of your way to set up Gold Chip, right? And even with the setup, sometimes it seems like Gold Chip isn't such a great payoff, but it is a card. Once it comes down, it's like you have to answer it, otherwise you probably lose the game, right?
Well, I don't know what you mean by like the setup is like the will to overtake or whatever, that like 1 mana card, and you just like put like the fattest card imaginable as like the second card. You draw for turn, and then you play down the gold chip and you heal like 7 or 8 or something disgusting. And then you stare at your opponent. The hard part is I feel like you want Seraph if you want to have like an actual OTK off of it. Where you can like double gold chip, burn 20.
Yeah.
Because you can literally just take Control Haven and just shove that in there. Like, right? Like, I think the problem is like, what's the biggest thing you can play to like help the gold chip burn, and that will also be like good? Because like I don't know if Aegis is it. Like, believe it or not, I don't know if I would play Aegis.
All right,
Aegis
round
plus
3
Gold
has started here. Let's see, what are we going to be viewing today? Should we watch?
what's
Should
the
we see
winner?
the undefeated? Is Dragon Mirror? Do you want to do that or?
Who have we not seen? That's She's somebody that's not playing.
Okay, I
Match
think
2. Is that it?
Yeah, match 2. We'll go in there. Hello, friends. You guys are the streamed match. You can start whenever you like.
Quick question. What is cut today?
Cut is the top 4.
Okay, this is a decider then. All right. Okay, let's see if I can do this after. Cupra? Sure. Sorry, Discord's being a bit weird right now. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go 2, 3, 1.
2, 3.
Okay, I'm getting these decks pulled up for myself real quick.
I'll half cut. Sorry, let me just pull up your volume. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, sometimes when I'm at 100% volume,
There we go.
200 for everyone.
Okay.
Discord.
Ellis
Yeah,
and Swafford were both talking, and they came up with whatever hell this rune list is. So we're gonna get to see this rune deck again.
Second, okay.
Oh, they were playing the same exact list.
4.
No, Ellis has a D shift in there.
Oh, okay, so he's playing like the same as last time.
Crap hand.
Yeah.
Yay. I'll put back.
I'm gonna actually step away for 1 second here, Dean. If you take over, I'll be back.
Wow. Okay, and then on the other side we have Rika. Rika's on Forest. It looks like.
Pay 1 for.
I would say it's standard, but there's some like crazy stuff in this Forest deck. I don't know if Kit's seen this one. There's a Bahamut. There's a Bahamut. There's a Robin Hood. Lots of gold cities. I'm like trying to actually tell. I don't know what's actually going on in this deck. There's a 1 Aria, 1 Rose Queen line. So yeah, this is I'm interested to see what happens.
You did pay the play point, right? Just to make sure.
Interested to see what happens.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at your app. That's why.
But we see Agnes Digital on Ellis' side of the field. That's the Craig. It's the draw drop at 1, and then we see Elfchild may come down.
Systematic squats.
And I don't think it killed. No, it was this turn 1. Okay, trying to follow here. So Ellis went second. That means the Elfchild May came down raw onto the board. Agnes Digital race draw drop. And now we see this like the squats card. So to be able to, if it bounces, it's going to be able to buff an Uma +1/+1. And we see, I literally can't tell what card this is. Is this Agnes? What is this?
Oh no, this is the 0/4. It's whenever you. Oh wait, is it? Hold on,
No,
I don't have.
This is the. It's Agnes Digital again.
Oh.
Yeah. A little bit of glare made it impossible to tell what was going on, but that's okay. We're here again.
All right, let me pull up their decks. I heard you were saying that they have some spicy list here for Forest.
The Rika deck. There's.
I'm ready. I want to see it.
Yeah. It's gonna be risky. I'll play Yukino Bijin skill. I'll bounce this.
There's a lot. There's a lot to take in there.
And then when I bounce this, +1/+1 Musme. So be 5/5.
Playing the 3-drop Bijin for extra bounce, PTP. Robin Hood.
Stat line.
This is a list. I will give you that. This is really really spicy. What the heck, dude?
Okay.
If I was sitting across this, I'd have no idea what's going
Pass turn,
on.
No ward.
Yeah.
End of turn. We're gonna deal your.
Oh, I look away for 5 seconds and suddenly there's something with like +4. Is this the
Because I have a racing follower. And then begin turn. Draw.
Sure.
what is this card?
Which card are you trying to look at?
The card on Rika's board. Oh, it's Yujin Knight. Oh, it's like
No, it's the Bijan, right?
Oh, with the Bijan. Yeah, so okay, it's the makeshift with the squats card. It becomes an ancient elf. Yeah.
Actually, how much health do you have?
5-2.
And then we see Agnes coming down, being able to recycle the snipe,
We're gonna grab back this card, and then we're gonna play this card to kill your.
and then being able to actually clear this card. Very nice. Agnes, very powerful control card. Now, hopefully, Ellis is going to be able to try to keep some of these cards off of the board for a bit. Triple Gold City.
I
Ellis
like
ever
Gold
put down
City.
3 cards on the board, he could die.
True. Gold City's been a pretty interesting card. I've liked it in general. But yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
I can't tell with the card. When I look at it, I don't really know. I've had some people complain about it. I've had some people say they love it. So
it's generally
Don't
like a
really
one
know.
drop 3/3 that helps build up your combo while also like have potential random lethals, you know?
we see Wendy coming down, able to get that scry. Decides to leave it, I think, right? So that means that top card must be something that you want.
Ancient Elf skill.
And then we see Ancient Elf grabbing back the Wendy.
And +1/+1.
Oh, abusing that half a draw. If you play down Wendy twice, is that a full draw?
Bring it out again. It's gonna be the same exact thing. So just keep it on top. And then
You didn't respond to that one.
Wait, hold on. What? Which card?
You
Wendy?
said Wendy.
Oh,
Wendy, you said it's half a draw.
Listen,
I said if you put down it twice,
if you put
is
it
that
down,
full
it's
draw?
it's basically a draw if you moved it to the bottom twice. Oh,
Okay. And warding the Ancient Elf for protection. I feel like whenever that happens, you're probably not in a good spot.
Sure.
And yeah, we're seeing Rhyme Wind. Oh my god. And with the Agnes, it's not only bouncing the Ancient Elf back, but it's able to clear the Wendy. Getting in for 5 face and holding the mana up. So you're able to, this is where Agnes becomes a real strong card, right? Is when you're able to hold this mana up and you're able to say, okay, yeah, deal with it.
Oh, absolutely. Being able to respond to your opponent's board at the end of turn and just start being like, yeah, destroy that, -1/-1 this, go to my turn, handle everything, and then push face again is always scary.
And it becomes like impossible to clear the Agnes because, right, if you're attacking something else and else doesn't care, he just goes, yeah, I don't really care. But it's like you try to touch the Agnes, you go, okay, hold up.
Thinking. Play 4 for Gold City. Skill. Cover 3 play points. Pay 2 for systematic squats. Fanfare, drop card.
Yeah, Gold City plus squats, being able to draw.
Okay. Pay 2.
So what's the last card?
Bounce.
Ancient Elf,
Plus
picking up the
+1,
squats, being able to
and
turn Gold City into a 4/4. That's not too bad.
Okay.
In the face of the
Enter
disgusting
board.
Agnes, though, is it enough?
I think you lagged out for a second.
Okay. Oh, so which part? Which part?
Whatever. When you weren't lagged out, the ancient elf wasn't tapped.
Oh no. I'm declaring ward.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that it?
Yes.
And where's the +1/+1s?
On both of them, Ancient Elf got it off of Systematic Squad's bounce, and also +1 was given off of.
So 2 different 3/3s. Does Ellis have the spells to be able to
Yes.
start picking apart the board? No. No spells.
Wow,
Isn't that interesting?
that is surprising actually. So what? Ancient Elf right now is a 3/3, and then the Gold City 4/4, right? Yeah.
We're gonna play down a
Yeah. Must have just not
here
had
we
a
go.
spell that mattered.
Gonna find an answer here. It looks like.
Well, the awkward thing is if you want to Evo the Merlin, right? That has to tap you out regardless of what you do.
I don't even know if you have to tap it here. Maybe you just get a Rhyme Wind, or yeah, just a way to get rid of the Ancient Elf and just push face, right? Because Force is already at 11. They don't have a lot of ways to heal, right?
Ancient Elf has 4 toughness. Is that
Yeah, that's true. You're just able to like keep the tempo up.
Ancient Elf is 3/3.
3/3.
Yeah.
Even better.
I think the scary thing is always like, how do you? I don't know. I guess you don't care about the Gold City.
You basically have this board built, and you tell Force deal with this board or lose the game, right? So they're gonna have to crash your Gold City in unless they have very good answers in their hand. I'm looking at the list right now. I'm not sure they have very good ways to like deal with this like full board like this, right?
Oh, what we see here, yeah.
And we're gonna give -1/-1 to the Gold City with Anya's.
It kills the Gold City completely, right? Because it deals 3 damage.
Or no, he's getting rid of the Ancient Elf and then -1/-1 on the Gold City, putting it back to a 3/3, right? And so then we get to push the damage here.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also keep the Merlin up for next turn to be able to present 4 more damage on the following turn as well. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is one of those things where, like, from my experience playing Forest, like, if you don't have a good way to clear board, you just kind of like in the scenario, like, dang, there's 3 followers on board. I just lose the game because I can maybe get rid of 1 if I'm lucky too.
3 face.
Take 3.
Yeah, it's kind of the struggle. Is Force doesn't have a lot of good wide removal.
Mm-hmm.
Minus
skill, bounce Gold City, skill.
what is the card? Smart Falcon. Smart Falcon's the big wide removal.
Yeah, the card is like, you know, it almost seems like a necessary evil, but it's like not the most amazing card either. It's not really active until like what we're looking at, like turn like 7 or higher. I feel like
many cards that you can put on the board.
Yeah,
if you can open triple squats.
Yeah.
Right. If you open triple squats and take out the Harvest Festival, that's when you know you're gaming.
True.
Sunday's got a little bit of healing on it though, so that's able to buff the numbers up, get the Gold City back up. Ellis has 3 cards on board. We're going to see triple Gold City. That'd be insane.
Oh my god, I'd lose my shit if we just like saw a triple Gold City. We're like, yeah, 12 face really quick, or sorry, 9 face.
9 face. Triple Gold City converts to less than a Genesis Dragon. Think about that for a moment. Force has to do so much to do what Dragon
Listen, it's
does
the
with a
Force
single card.
tax, man.
No, there's no way there's triple Gold City in hand. That would have been slammed down so fast. Because even if you lose, you know that you've won.
It's about sending a message, right?
4 for Gold City. Skill. Couple 3 play points.
No, we see a Gold City coming down. I guess you can't even play them all, right? Because they don't actually cost 1. They cost 4 and then refund 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so much less hype than it could have been.
I will bounce Marble Sunday.
Ancient Elf
Also
picking up.
+1. I'll pay 1 the wall.
Yeah.
Same thing. We have 5/5.
Yep.
End turn. Award.
Begin turn. Untap. Draw. You are out of mana. Is that correct?
Correct.
Interesting.
Health on the Ancient Elf.
5/5.
5/5.
Yep. So we just answer this Ancient Elf here, and we're good. Oh, we're just gonna.
To deal 4 damage to the Ancient Elf, and then another -1/-1 from Anya's Tachyon.
Yep, kills it off.
And then my followers are gonna get +1/+1 in rush.
Sure.
Yeah, that looks like it is.
Swinging for 4.
Yep.
It's over. That's 4, 7, 11 damage.
Yeah. That's not like, this is not like good use of hands. Yeah.
Also,
No, I have.
Rika did make a
I
misplay
stumbled
where
overall on
they
it.
did not
So, yeah, you just
they
had
did
the
not attack
momentum,
with
and
the
then I
ancient
couldn't
elf
really
into
have
the
what I was gonna do.
Agnes.
Yeah, it's really a theme with my decks. It's like
Yeah, leaving Agnes on board is
have
pretty rough.
all the
Yeah.
good
They
combo
evoed the
tools,
ancient elf and
but
then
Yeah,
I don't
just
have
warded
answers.
pass.
just
Yeah.
tapped to pass. Yeah.
Quite unfortunate. I think the rhyme win also caught me off
Probably
guard, too.
that thing where you
Yeah.
play forest
That
and
was
all
not
of the
expect- I
plays
was
are
not
going through your
expecting
head and you just
So,
don't really
fair
know what's
play.
going
Yeah,
on
fair
for a
play,
second.
though.
I've been in those headspaces.
Yep.
Thank you for games.
All right. Let me
Especially in a
see.
class that-
Yeah, Forest is one of those ones where like sometimes you get so lost in the sauce to make sure you're like doing the right play that you forget, you just like miss another play and you're just like, oh, whoops, well, I guess I lose, right?
you just completely forget how to play the game for a second. I've had that happen.
I always forget how to play the game. All right, we still have 2 other games going on here. I'll throw on some background music while we chill here with Dean. I guess I'll just chill one more time before finals, top 4. We have memberships and super chats on channel now. Memberships, there's some incentive for being a member. Basically, any of the money here is going to be used to pay artists and people to set up. First things first is we want to do an actual overlay for our podcast and other things like that, and for this as well. We'll be using the money for that initially, and then going from there. And then if there's any benefits you guys do want for becoming a member, talk to us. We're always willing to do stuff to, make it worth your while for the most part.
A 30-minute segment after the podcast.
Oh my god,
The
30
joke
more
is that's what
minutes
the Uncommon
talking?
Energy-
Yeah.
No, that's the joke.
Oh,
is
what
that's
they
the
do,
Uncommon
yeah.
Energy does.
There's like a couple other ones too where they do that as well. I know that for sure.
I think it's the only podcast I watch. We're big fans of the Uncommon Energy podcast. I know I am. We all have our heroes. Mine is Azul.
Azul's a pretty cool dude. I'm not like doing super competitive Pokemon or anything, but I do check out his channel from time to time and watch some of his commentary about what's going on in the Pokemon meta. It's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and also I set up the thing too. If you become a member or do a super chat on stream, it'll pop up and display a very annoying gift for everyone to see. We're allowed to watch the other games going on while wait. Yeah, there's no reason not to. We don't care. Like technically, like all the deck lists are open to everyone too if they really want to look at it. Like this format here for us isn't super competitive. It's just slightly competitive, more to give people an online locals to come play, try things out, have a little fun, because this is a low stakes tournament.
Open deck list can be competitive, right? It's like all about how you play. At the end of the day.
I mean, like obviously at major tournaments and stuff, you're not gonna get everyone's deck in front of you. So it's slightly different in that sense, right? Because when you have an open deck list, you can make better plays because you have more knowledge about what your opponent might have, right?
If you do Shadowverse, like I don't know if they'll ever like do similar stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you do any of the digital Shadowverse stuff, it's open deck list usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I know I've signed up for a couple of those tournaments. The problem is they're the same time as my my weeklies. So I'd rather have a local community than I would an online community. So I don't do the digital tournaments anymore.
Yeah,
but
understandable.
The couple I did, yeah, they're all open.
I know during the whole COVID time when we were doing the online digital stuff, that was a lot of fun. But it was like always like very painful. Weren't they like the events that we'd have to wake up at like 6 a.m. or something to like clock? Like it was really ridiculous. I felt like.
Yeah, well, there's like some that start at like 11 a.m. my time, but the problem is like the tournaments go for so long, and sometimes Like sometimes, you know, you just get cooked.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a lot of fun. If people out here don't know about it, but they do play digital, I'm pretty sure there's like the what is it, Shadowverse Open Esports like Discord. You can Google it, figure it out.
Yeah, I think it's like SVO, right?
Yeah, SVO. They do monthly $1,000 first place tournaments. It's a little bit, you know, pays a little bit better than the
than the physical card game right now. Yeah,
the physical ones at the moment. Yeah, but I actually don't know if they're still doing those at the moment due to you know, the new game being announced. But I know that like physical or digital still has a lot of price support. Hopefully, we can get that going in physical. You know, as the game continues to grow, maybe one day they'll start throwing that huge esports money at physical as well.
I just noticed.
Could be really hype.
All right, yeah, we should be going to Top Cut now. Freaking Ellis didn't report his match. I was looking at this like we still have one match going, and I just realized it was the one we just saw. All right, top 4. Let me take a picture of this. We got the True Dragons in top 4.
The Saiyan Sky guiding our man Digital Ruski all the way to first in Swiss.
All right.
What would you get? Saiyan Sky, best card. It has Intimidate.
It is a good card.
A surprisingly mediocre effect. Intimidate in digital, sometimes you can't beat it. Intimidate in digital, yeah, sometimes you can't beat the card. Intimidate in physical is like, my deck is 50% removal spells. You have no influence over me.
Dude, I can't remember. What is Ellis's Discord name? It's
the one who gets shorted.
Oh, it is actually that. I thought it was something else.
I think after he pulled really garbage on set 2, he named himself that on Discord. Was it set 2? No, I think it was set 1. I think he opened better in set 2 than I did. Let's do Digital Ruski this time.
Okay, sounds good.
I want to see the Saiyan Sky hit the board, okay?
Hello. Congrats on going 3-0. Now let's see if you are cursed and we'll immediately lose top 4.
We will see.
All right.
Let's go.
Yep. All right, guys. You guys can start when you want.
Oh, I'm ready.
Is camera correct? Need to flip it or anything?
No. For me, it's alright.
Cool. Don't worry about that. He's got it. Okay.
You want me to cut?
Guys, how to roll?
Oh, this is the only other deck we haven't seen, right?
Yeah.
I won't go second.
The Other Unknown.
So this should be Dragon versus it's Dragon versus Blood. Ooh, or not Blood. Digital brain right now.
Call it what it is.
Yeah, you're right. It is Nightmare or not Night. What is it? Not Blood.
Urias is the leader. This is Blood.
It is Blood. You're right.
This is.
Large. I will.
That's hype. I love the Urias leader.
Let's see here. on. Let's throw their code up here so I can see what's
I'm
going on.
Oh,
Ooh, I'm taking a
We have
look.
the technology.
Ooh, I like this list. Not a fan of the 5-drop here though. That is not way.
Draw a card. Your turn.
yeah. Rice showers. I was thinking about like what Olivia does, and it just provides you more
Enter.
healing, and it also
Draw
provides you
cards.
more
And I
discards.
would,
Yeah, and like
and
getting it off of Death's Breath feels so good. Rice Shower feels like you don't get to really do much. Like the advantage of playing Rice Shower definitely feels more like in does better in Uma centric deaths
You can keep
list.
You can keep picking up nice nature and just keep ripping your opponent's hand apart. I think. Or
I
I guess
guess
you can pick up
true.
a fine motion and get more heal.
Don't need to rush.
But yeah, it is
Pass.
Okay.
it's pretty weak.
Turn,
Passing,
draw a
I mean,
card. And
Control
if
Abyss
you let
does
me,
this
I will
sometimes.
ramp again.
Double ramp.
And
This is not looking good.
let me
Okay,
think
we might have
about
chose the
it. I will
fastest
play
game.
for 2 more
Yeah,
points.
we might have.
End of turn. Pay 2. And hit it. And mill the top card.
Sorry, what it did again?
Oh wait, it kills the shapeshifter.
Ah, okay.
I'm using
Thanks.
Undying. Hits
Mhm.
for 3.
Okay.
Okay, you know what?
Hmm?
Okay, there's hope. Even through the double ramp, you know what the hope is?
What?
Look at that hand. Look at that hand. He's played 3 cards. He went first. He's on a 3-card hand, a 4-card hand.
Pay 3.
Wrong card.
Pay another
I was gonna say if you crazed Executioner this hand, you could like quickly just take it apart, right?
Yeah. You remove their next play next turn. That would like be horrible for you, and hopefully get to like slow down the game a little bit here. We do see the healing here, though. This is one of the cards that I actually really like. This card after playing it, Find Motion in Control Abyss. It feels so good.
Second turn. Draw a card.
It's like insane, right? It gives you heal, it gives you mill, it gives you everything you want in the deck.
For 3 points in Sky. She got Storm.
There she
And
is.
I will go Fate. And on Strike, she got 1 damage more. So we got
Suin Sky is such a good card. I like that card so much in Dragon.
I like it too. Sadly, Control Abyss has a lot of cards to kill it if they want to.
True.
We see going into 5. I mean, like, right? We were talking about earlier. Rice Shower is good to be able to pick up that nice nature that was milled. So, oh, and look at that! All of the fire energy is being flipped over at once. Because here it comes.
Rice Shower.
Told you.
Saiyan for 3.
Ooh.
And top check 2.
Not only that, it was his 1 foil.
I will do certain ref on her.
And how much is that?
5 damage.
Not being in Overflow though for that draw, unfortunately.
Good turn.
Dragon down to a 3-card hand. This is really rough for them. I feel like now, right?
I will play for 5 points my Shenlong to draw 2 cards.
Oh, it's okay.
We saw the one of Shenlong. The other game we streamed, he got the one of Shenlong as well.
Discard Trail of Light.
That's how you know you're the real MC. You, the main character of this story, man. You get the one of Shenlong, you have Trail of Light, you get to pop off like this.
5.
Well, I wonder if the Trail of Light, because you see it's like Control Abyss, right? And a lot of these cards are your opponent discards a card.
5 hand cards.
Yeah.
5 cards in hand and a 5/6 still. That's like kind of insane. What can you do? What can you do with 6 mana against this? You need to be able to hit the hand a little bit, I think. Things are suddenly a little bit rough, though.
It's okay.
But you know what Shenlong is really bad into? Oh, Bone
Chimera, apparently.
But
Soul Dealer as well, right?
Oh my god. We see so
Oh
many,
my god.
so many high costed cards get milled. I guess if you're is he on Death Breaths?
Yeah, he's only on a 2
only
Death
2, though.
Yeah. I play 3 because I love that card. I think it's super good, but we'll see here.
Because now your milling is like when you only have 2, it's like you have to see them, right?
Yeah.
And pay my final
Oh, it's okay. We're getting this PTP in, boys. Let's go. Let's just go ahead and draw a casual 3.
3 damage. So
Okay.
I'm at 17.
Thank you. And if you're on 6 life or less, you can activate it to kill my board, right?
Yeah, at the end of my turn.
Okay.
And that's a pass back to you. And she's a ward.
Okay.
But full hand, double ramp and still. I don't think that's a bad position to be in.
Ooh, this is pretty good. We get to destroy.
On strike effect, she choose 1 follower that I can destroy. I will choose your only one, and you get 3 damage for that.
Okay. Effect of Right Shower.
Yeah.
Adding.
What do you get? Do you get the hand rip cards? Probably get the hand rip
I think
cards,
you get the
right?
hand rip cards because you're playing against like the aggressive discard dragon, right? So you just want to be able to like destroy their resources if possible.
How many cards in hand?
I got 5.
I think because
5, you gotta start beating at them sometime, right?
Yeah.
Oguri Cap is a 3-card combo, so like if you can get them down to like 3 or less, right?
And for my last 2 points, I will play Take a Jab, and it's your turn.
Yeah, let's go. Take a jab.
On the next round, I need to roll dice. If I roll 1, I get 5 damage. If I roll a 6, I get 3 health, and she's destroyed. And between that, I get a card for free.
Okay, when it happens, you're just going to need to tell me about it.
Sure. I hope it didn't happen.
Take a Jab is about to draw like 12 cards, or we're going to see the first one of the night.
Ooh, Soul Dealer here. Take 3, but heal 6.
Deal 3 to myself.
Isn't it? It's a
Is
6.
Rico 6?
Yeah, it's a 6/6. So we get a
first
heal 3 here.
And now this.
Yep.
I just don't know cards.
And hit that and heal for its attack. Now, how much does it have?
6.
Okay, so I go up by 6.
Okay, now we've developed the 7/5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will.
Do you ward? That's a big question, right?
Ward up. And
Looks like in this case he is warding.
I'll discard Lucifer.
Okay.
You probably do ward anyway, right? Because you just want to get to the point where you can like basically OTK your opponent.
And now I need to roll the dice.
Now that you're this far in.
I don't know.
So I'm allowed to draw another.
I would never. Would you discard the Lucifer? Lucifer is like constant healing and converts to 12 face damage.
Well, next turn maybe we see a Death's Breath, and we have a 6/7 ward, heal 4, Lucifer, or that also plays the Evo, right? So like, yeah.
Now we're seeing where like the hand rip cards haven't, because the hand rip cards haven't been developed yet. It's starting to become a problem.
With the Dragon Flame.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like in situations where Dow, Dark Angel Olivia, is really good instead of playing Red Shower, right? We did see like Red Shower get good value this game though, which is nice.
Yeah.
Think about 3 for that. I will play. How much had he left? 3, right? 2 points.
Yeah, he's at 2.
Yeah. Then I will play Dragon Warrior. And play 1 point more to evolve him to shoot.
We still see Flute, but we don't see rights. So that's been the nice thing for Abyss. Abyss doesn't have a lot of good ways to deal with the rights.
I will tap my Dragon.
Actually, this list only has one way to deal with the rights. So the fact that it hasn't hit the board yet has been really nice.
In the backyard. And end of turn, you are.
Okay.
1 floating point and 4 hand card.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Just forgot it. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I forgot to do Take a Jab. Is it?
No, they did. They rolled a 4.
Oh, they rolled a 4. Oh, okay.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Just
7,
forgot that if I do Take a Jab, but yes, I did.
Yeah, it was the beginning of turn 9.
Okay.
Don't worry, kid. I'm watching the game.
4.
So I was reading these cards on the side, getting lost in the sauce.
I was wanting to sleeve up that take a jab card. I just don't know. Like, the longer the game goes on, unless this take a jab like explodes, because that's what you need. You need to like attack the hand and have the take a jab explode.
Yeah.
See,
or
I
just take a
still
jab,
don't
just
like-
rolls 2 1s in a row, and it's your opponent dies. You know. But
Yeah, I still don't.
A random discard from your hand. So you can put them in the back, and I'll roll a die.
Sorry again.
He's discarding a random card from your hand.
I'm like
I
thinking,
can
like,
choose,
man, the
or
Lucifer
you
was so
choose
good,
one?
wasn't it?
You can
I
just
guess
put
I don't know
face
how
down
cracked the
on
rest of the hand
your
is.
board.
Yeah, we'll see.
The one closest to your graveyard is 1. 3. So it'll be in the middle. Yeah.
To the graveyard.
Control light. Yeah, discards.
It's dragon.
Oh,
Ooh,
getting
hitting
rid
the
of the
rights.
The rights wasn't developed yet.
And what's your life?
Now that's
Uh,
pretty good.
It is pretty good here until we see the second rights drop.
Another Evo.
And already played through the Shenlong Evo, the only one. Now getting that 12 burn damage in.
All right, Azazel coming in doing 12 face damage for evoing.
My end phase.
Usually in these scenarios, I feel like Abyss has the setup next turn to.
No, you don't work. You don't work.
Dean over here. You're right though. He shouldn't be warding. There's no way. There's no way you die from 17 here. Oh, warding. Don't do it,
No,
dude.
there's no way you die from 17. 14
Yeah.
is the max that could happen. Yeah.
Draw a
I
card,
can't believe this take a jab is about to
and
heal
then
though to
will
dodge
roll
lethal.
dice. I roll
Oh my
6,
god!
I told you! I told you!
MVP here! Oh
I
my
told
god!
you! Bro, we gotta
What
we
the
gotta
hell?
look and see these CG overlays on that phone.
Oh my god! I need sound effects later. I need to be able to play air horns and stuff whenever stupid stuff like
God.
this happens on the stream.
I mean, it might not be enough. It might not. Be
It
enough, but,
might
like,
not be, but yeah, it's funny that it did happen.
6 and 7 is 13, right? So it's exactly
Yeah.
lethal if you have Alucard.
Yeah.
So okay. Still, it's still funny that like other lethal lines are actually scuffed now because the take a jab heal 3. Like you can't Cerberus Evo the Azazel now. Because like you could have Azazel Cerberus Evo 11.
Execution on your...
Listen, actually, take a jab is mini Shenlong if you think about it. It's actually better Shenlong. It just takes 3 turns.
God.
You draw twice and then heal 3 after 3 turns.
Pass.
Okay, draw.
Oh, now Abyss has to grind more than it. See now the Lucifer would have been good.
Yeah,
Now
absolutely.
the Lucifer would have been good.
It's all right. Maybe we'll see another Death's Breath here to bring Lucifer back. Because let me double check. List only had 1 Lucifer, right? Yes, it did.
It only had 1 Lucifer, 2 Death Breaths.
Yeah, so we have 1 Death's Breath. We don't know where it is, right?
What do I got?
Well, not only did he heal 3, he also had the execution, which is the execution's pretty big.
The bell ringer is not counting, or is she counting too?
The execution is a 1-up, by the way.
Is the bell ringer counting for your
Yeah,
how
every
it's
card.
calling? Erica.
Now I just need to think because the one card I want to see is not there.
The one card he wants to see is not in there. Is that Alucard?
Probably Alucard, because you get to push damage and clear the 4/4, right?
You get to heal.
Oh,
Out of
yeah, and
lethal
heal.
range.
Yeah.
Phase 6.
Ooh, is there the second Death Breath here?
What do you bring back now?
And I guess I will get.
Lucifer,
has to be
right?
Lucifer.
Yeah, like
Lucifer converts to 12. It heals 4, putting you out of. Do you go out of lethal range with the 4? You go to 17. Do you die from 17? You can. Ogre cap triple feed.
yeah. The fact that there's just like 8 damage on board already.
Well, is there anything that can actually deal with the board and the deck is the question. Like if you have a single card, that can either ward. Oh yeah, this thing.
That would have been better. And I'll take him into the Dragon Warrior. He's a bane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Able to clear the Dragon Warrior. Now you're definitely out of lethal range, right?
You should be, right? Because you're going to 17 here. Yeah.
And there's only a single
And I'm at 13.
This guy just like, you know what? Screw it. We'll put the clock on.
And
Yeah. So
Wait. Does he know? Does he know that card doesn't have ward?
On your interface?
it still has ward, right? Because it got
No, it
ward. It got ward from
Oh, it got ward
Yeah.
from Death's Breath.
Yeah.
And then I will begin my turn. Okay.
Yeah, I still think that like warding I don't like that.
Or do you
I don't
Well,
like
if you don't ward here either, you just kind of like die to Ogiri Cap, right?
No, you don't. You because if you don't evo it, you go to 17.
Oh yeah.
And Ogiri Cap
begin my
plus
turn, yeah?
Dragon is 14.
Begin my turn.
So you're
Draw
fine.
cards.
But
He's
now
just-
you
You put
Not
your
like
opponent
I
on that
did,
lethal line though, right? Where they had to deal with this entire situation.
I need to take the risk. I will play for 6 points Ogiri Cap. For
Oh, what
I
is
will
happening
discard
here?
cards, First off.
Ogiri Cap's coming down. We're going to see 2
discard
cards discarded out of the 3 card
2
hand,
Dragon
only
Wishes.
going down to 1 card left.
To give her Storm.
And how much attack?
And I will give 2 points with 1 token to buff her with 3 carrots.
So we see the 10 damage. We're going to see
So she go.
This
on
is lethal,
10-7.
right?
Mm,
Oh, no,
no,
if you
because
have any
I will
removal.
My dragon for 4 damage into you.
Removal's big here.
wait, what is happening here?
Oh, he
Alright.
killed his
Oh!
own Lucifer with soul conversion.
What is happening? I'm-
It's like the opposite of removal.
So
It's
you take the 4 damage, right?
No.
Didn't saw
Oh,
your...
let me. Can you explain to them that it had
Sorry.
ward?
Can you show me what
Oh,
you played?
it- sorry. Lucifer had ward from the Death's Breath. And
Oh.
soul conversion killed the Lucifer when you attacked it.
Oh, I thought you were declaring an attack on him. Okay, yeah. Oh, so
Okay.
did you want to rethink that?
Yeah, let me think a second. So
Okay,
he
I think
cuts
the ward
wall.
wasn't
He will
known.
revolve. Okay. Prove this 1 card. Okay. Shit, that's a little bit.
I
Yeah.
mean, I already
5,
drew
2.
Yeah, what's the run
That would
with
be
the?
I think that would be irreparable games.
Yeah, just tell them like, yeah, it is what it is.
And,
But the
they're
Ogiri's
gonna-
still going
they'll
in,
figure it
putting
out,
him
they'll
to
figure it out.
13, yeah, or 3, right?
interface.
Yeah, the problem is that now you're on a 1 card hand, and
And for 1 more
that's-
point, I will play a bell ringer.
Mhm.
And turn, and then hope we can.
I think because they didn't know that it had ward, I thought the play was to bring up the second dragon, right? And then use that one to swing in first, and like
an Ogiri Cap.
yeah, and then Ogiri
that
Cap
was the
later.
play.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like soul conversion is like the opposite way of the way you want this to be done.
Yeah, it was interesting they chose to soul convert it away. They could have waited a little bit, but yeah.
She's a 10.
Oh, if they have a second soul conversion here with Quay, like the game is like pretty donezo, right?
Damage and 7.
No, you don't even use it here.
Kai, what?
I'll soul convert my.
You just kill.
Oh,
you
yes, you do.
you just remove.
Never mind. It's heal 10. It's heal
Yeah,
10.
it's a
What
heal
am I
10.
Talking about.
Hit the
Yeah.
recap, destroy it, and I gain 10. And that's another one.
Oh man. Well, I think we both kind of like super confused and mind screwed from what happened there. But now that this This turn is done. I think Abyss
Yeah.
has it in the bag at this point, right?
Yeah, this is like this is a pretty bad game state to be in.
Yeah.
Fine motion for 3.
And now we're seeing even more mill.
Abyss accidentally kills himself here. No.
Decks out.
2 life you get.
Oh, we see another Undying Resentment be milled. Because I think the only real...
And I will pass.
Okay, you can turn.
The only real
Draw
solace
cards.
you could have is like maybe they had the removal spell anyway for
Hmm.
one of the dragons, and then they would be the same exact game state.
Yeah.
For 2 more points, I will play my Drake on both. And for 6 more points, I will play my Rico and your turn.
Rico
Unfortunate.
just full sending.
Yeah.
It's the unfortunate thing is you kind of have to, because you see triple crazed executioner, and they haven't hit the board yet. But when are they going to hit the board, right? We've already seen 2 Callwees hit the board, right? We've seen 1 hit the grave. There's 3 Callwees on the list. That's insane. There's just so much removal now. Like in Abyss's. So it's a pretty bad spot.
Sorry, I'm having to do math.
No problem.
I mean, there's 10 damage on board. Hopefully, Abyss has answers to this. Oh, okay. We don't tell me they have the third soul conversion.
And how much defense does Rico have?
6.
Okay. I'll take fine motion into the bell ringer.
Sure. I will draw a card.
Oh.
Okay.
Crazy Executioner Evo.
3. Executioner.
Discard that card you just drew, please. Thank you.
Trail of Light. Trail of Light.
What was it? Oh, it's
no,
Oracle.
it's Oracle. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my god, if it was Trail of Light, that would have had it been a good laugh.
Callwee is broken. You can't crack back.
No, you can't.
Wait.
Hold up, you're
you
at
can't crack
13,
back.
yeah.
You're 13.
Oh, sorry. I'm so stupid. Yeah, you're fine.
No problem. I mistake too. Okay, my turn.
I had 6 at one point. Yeah, you're good.
It's okay. The Callwee is still stronger than the board.
First off, I will
How
run
broken?
with my dragon into your ward.
Yep.
For damage.
Yeah, he's down to 1.
I will run with my Rico.
You pop like the 4/4, right?
Use your Uma follower to die.
Yeah.
And you take 3 damage.
Cowie kills the Rico.
Okay.
And I gain how much? How much is her attack?
6.
Okay.
So push 3 damage, heal 6. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Coding 16. It's just rough. Abyss is in that position to like control the game from here. It just the time. It's like I think as Dragon, you're just
One
like
card
hopefully they kind of like deck themselves out because they've milled so much right this game. But we'll see what happens here. I don't know how much longer.
Well, the problem with Abyss is, especially when we look at these ratios, right? We see like a Lucifer already gone. We see like we haven't seen an Alucard yet. Like how does this deck deal damage? We saw a lot of heavy cards get milled already.
One out card already hit Grave, right? So there's only one more left in deck. Oh, here's an Azazel.
card.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Trail of Light. Trail of Light. Trail of Light.
Oh, not Trail of
Shit.
Light. Dude, Trail of Light into
How did
Serpent's
this
Wrath.
happen?
That would have been sick.
And ward and pass. And I'm floating 5.
You can turn, draw a card. Play for 1 point Bellinger.
No.
No.
Deck's only on 1 execution as well, so we know that that's
32. Hit the bell ringer.
Yep. 1 card.
And attempt Azazel for game.
He got 6 life, correctly?
He does.
I would try to look.
Ooh, Serpent's Wrath into Breath.
Insane.
Come on, come on.
Serpent's Wrath into
Can I play it
Wrath
again?
into Genesis.
I think there's only 1 declaration on attack.
Oh, there's not. Hold on. Let them know that they can do
Wait,
as many
wait,
as they
wait.
want.
No. You can do as many spells as you want. You can do as many spells as you want. If you top deck a spell, you can keep
Okay,
going.
I will try my luck. Play 3
casino
points.
Casino time. I like
Draw a
it.
card and GG. You won.
Okay, it didn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah, my mistake for not checking that the Lucifer got ward.
Yeah, typically I'm able to keep track of life points a hell of a lot easier because I'm using my phone, but that's what's up here right now. Recording. So
What an insane
those
game.
ended up kind of getting to me, unfortunately.
No problem. I played a lot about again Abyss, but that's the first deck I saw like this. So that's completely irritated me.
What, Control Abyss?
Yeah, it's the first time I'm seeing this.
Yeah,
With
I did
Uma
not play it
and-
correctly. I will say that. I didn't play it correctly, but I just had most of everything that I wanted to see.
Yeah, but still, GG. Okay.
GG's, guys.
Okay, who do you
Sorry,
think is
Digital
winning?
Ruski. I was rooting for you, but yeah.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Descon. You have a listen. You have a really good deck. I believe in you. We'll see you next round.
I'm a
Wish all
channel
you
member.
good luck
What are you
and-
doing?
Have fun.
GG's,
Bye.
guys.
Yep.
All right.
Have a good one.
Oh, whoops.
Who do you think won between Ellis and Prussia? I would like to see the Uma pile. I think that'd be funny.
I don't think we have an Uma pile there, do we?
The Uma pile is Ellis's rune pile.
Oh, okay, sure. Man, dude, the deck list though by Digital Ruski was pretty cool. I actually like whenever I read the initial what's that card? Take a Jab. I was like, what a meme card. No one's ever gonna play this. It actually did
I think
some
it's
work
so
here.
sad. I think it's so sad because I'm pretty sure had Digital Ruski realized that the death spread, it's like one of those problems like webcam moment, right?
Yeah.
Where if Digital Ruski had been like, hey, does this card here have ward? Like, right?
Yeah.
You would be able to just present the other dragon, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's one of those things too where like
I think the game was actually I don't know if Abyss had an actual out for the dragon. Like if they had the Undying Resentment, same exact outcome. It doesn't matter. But none of the plays after really told us that that's what was in the hand, so it's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just a lot. Let's see. Oh, whoops! I had the other thing. You can join back if you'd like.
No, it's okay. It doesn't matter.
There we go. Dashboard this. All right. We're just waiting on the last game, and then we can get to the finals.
Double Kawi in hand.
Dude, the second
double
Kawi
doesn't live through the like the turn with the all in on the Oguri cap then was still lethal if the Because there was a dragon in the back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay, Digital Rooski. We'll see you next week. I'm excited to try the dragon list with Saiyan Sky. Actually, I was gonna put in all the Saiyan Sky cards.
Yeah, if
The
I was gonna
flowers for
play,
you and all
yeah. Listen, I like that card a lot. Thank you for joining, Digital Rooski. It was nice. You did very well in Swiss. I'm sorry you got kind of blown out in top 4. It's the undefeated Swiss curse, and
Oh, their game is done.
it's finished up. Let me see here.
Who was in the finals?
All right, looks like Prisha is the one who made it through.
No, I want to see Rune.
I know, right? All right, guys. You guys can start whenever you like.
Already.
2 dice I roll.
Yeah, sure.
All right, hold on. Really quick, people that aren't involved in this match, I don't want to like really kick you guys out. But there are issues where if there's too many people in here, it will mess up our stream because like the webcams will lag. So if it starts to happen, I'm gonna kick you guys all out.
I got a 9. I'll go second.
That's right. It's a packed room tonight, folks.
You just do half cut.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, not that.
We have Prussia versus the Abyss. Will both dragons fall to the same tricks?
I'm gonna say yes. I really like Abyss in this meta, especially if you're able to get there.
That's right.
So you've come over to the dark side with me.
Listen, I've been an Abyss believer since the beginning, but I just never played it except that time when you first taught me how to play Shadowverse. Evolve, that is.
Oh yeah, that was like an aggro pile though.
Yeah.
Wait, you're the one who sent me some aggro deck that you said I think this deck is good, and I was like, damn, this deck sucks, Kit.
Listen, or you don't talk about me being dumb, all right? All right. So we have Prisha on the right here playing Dragon Uma discard, and we see here. I mean, this is basically.
Okay.
No, I don't want to say run back, but it's the same matchup, right?
It's some big differences is the Dragoon loses a lot of viability versus like a deck that's going to attack your hand over and over again.
I'll ram.
But Prussia opened the green card both times he's on stream. Actual protagonist energy, and
Let's step away really quick.
I think if we see multiple ramps, that the game could just
And pass.
So what happens here? Prussia, just two. I mean, this is what Control Abyss does. It has a lot of heavy cost of cards. So at the beginning, sometimes you're just like doing nothing. You have maybe a removal spell in hand.
I'll pass.
But you know what? Dragon's also got a heavy hand as well. Who knows what's going on? If Dragon's passing on 4 mana, that's probably not a good sign for you. Fine Motion, though, is going to be able to come down, healing 2, milling 2. What comes out of the lottery box? That is not good. Those are not good to mill both. I mean, because he's on a 2/2 line. of both of those.
Oh, missing
one of each mill.
Azazel and
I'll play Olivia. I'll
wow, that's pretty rough.
draw and gain Evo point.
Cool.
Yeah, and we see. Oh yeah,
So much passing.
we see Olivia coming down. Evil Orb plus draw. I mean, this is the problem, right? It's like Dragon. If you're breaking on heavy cards and you get that slow start against Abyss, things can like quickly get out of control.
Oh, absolutely.
Because now, how do you deal with the Olivia? How do you actually deal with this Olivia?
I'll take her in for 4.
Yeah.
I guess the ultimate question is, do you even care?
I mean, you just kind of have to ignore it here, right?
3, draw 3.
Oh my god. Not only not able to kill the Olivia, but it's like going to, what is that, 19? You go to 14. You could be at 7 health at the end of this turn.
And in phase 1 and 2.
I literally would not be surprised if we just say Forte Evo.
I'll swing 5 at you.
Oh yeah, that's literally what we're about to see. Straight to 7. Oh my god.
I'll play Shenlong.
Dude, both Dragon players
dude,
gained
what
a one of
is this?
Shenlong. I don't, dude. We have Protag energy in like Top Cut so much with these Dragon players.
Oh my god, I can't believe they didn't ban this card.
Discard Trail of Light.
Oh, they both discard Trail. I hate this game, dude.
And then
Oh.
one play point to evolve.
Oh, dude, all the sword players are right. You just draw it. Why run 2 copies of a card?
Yeah, I'm gonna swing into Fine Motion.
I'll just go ahead and kill her.
Okay.
Soul
and then end of turn, I
converting
have to
that.
discard- I will discard. I'll discard Draconic Fervor, and then your turn.
He discarded my favorite card. I guess it wasn't really going to do anything.
Yeah, it's pretty mediocre at this point, right?
5 mana. What do you do? I don't know like what you do on 5 mana with Orb here. You can like Kawi Pass, Soul, Dealer, Trade. Like those are the only 2 plays.
And Shenlong's 5.
5/6, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you asked about the attack, which means that it's
Yeah.
definitely Soul Dealer.
I mean, Soul Dealer, kill Shenlong, swing into Olivia, like kind of reset game state, right? Like that. I think that's like the ideal here. Oh, maybe double. Oh wait, not double. You can't do because he's only at 5, right?
Oh no.
Oh, we hit a Death's Breath.
Oh, good lord. Good lord, these mills.
Yeah, those are some really rough mills.
And pay the last 2. Make a ghost.
What do you think of these Trickdilhons in the list? It's interesting choice as a 2-drop. I'm not sure if I like it necessarily, but I assume you get the 3 ghosts more often.
Oh, well, I had one of in my list, and like it would sometimes come up as just a way to get like 1 extra damage. But I don't know. Like it's not a good card, right?
I'll play Dracomancer's Rites, discarding Blazing Breath.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll play Dragon Warrior and spend 1 to evolve and kill the Dualahan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is
And then end of turn, I'll deal 2 damage to you and pass.
Yep.
Things are not looking good.
Looks like
With
our
no-
Protag is gonna win the game.
Yeah, Dragon Oracle, Shenlong, all of the good dragon cards. And a slow start from Abyss, but that's like kind of expected. Like I said, there's a lot of heavy cards.
Absolutely, yeah.
Pay 4. Go down by 3.
Oh no, this is bad because you have to pop the Dragon Warrior now,
Evo.
which means you only heal 1 instead of healing 2. I mean, like it's not a lot either way, right?
Yeah.
And I'll hit the Olivia.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, what?
And heal up I5.
Yeah.
Leaving the Dragon Warrior.
I mean, I guess you gotta engage here and ward up, right?
And I'll ward and pass.
Yeah, it's still.
I card warded is it's awkward because like it's always like your opponent knows it's there.
Double breath, kill the
Ooh, double
And yeah,
breath.
it's like, right?
Yeah, you just push it in here.
And then
No, there's a Forte Evo game.
Forte Evo game. Yeah. Woo!
yeah, that
The
was-
speed.
Yeah, that's why you have to.
The speed,
That's
man.
why you have.
Had the double, you were good.
Yeah, that was the.
So, I didn't see Death's Breath, which kind of sucked.
Yeah.
If,
Oh, the
if I
Callweed's
saw
in the hands.
this one turn earlier,
Yeah.
it would have been very, very nice.
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
Nah.
Yeah, that was the craziest roll.
Prussia, is that his second W?
Yeah, it's his
over
second
our
W coming
tournament?
here, right? So I'm pretty sure
Or my
Yeah.
milk.
he probably has the most points. I'm gonna do it later tonight and set up the channel to show the rankings and everything. I was kind of rooting for Abyss, honestly, even though
Give
Prushia's
me
my
Death's
friend,
Breath, please.
because I like these Abyss
exactly,
lists. They've been really good. So, all right. Well, guys, you guys did well. All of top 4 did well this entire tournament. Like everyone was very solid overall. Thank you for joining, and congratulations, Prussia, for winning your second one. I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty
sure. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure you have the highest points. I'm gonna do the ranking stuff a little bit later, and I'll throw it up in the Discord so people can start following on who has the most points. I feel based on the 2 wins you have, Pressure, you're probably number 1 right now.
Okay. Is it based on how many people are? Because the first week there was only like 4 people. So.
Yeah. The so far it's only been doing 4 points is the maximum you can get. But I think if I forgot, I had to reread the rules what I wrote. But there's a point where like if we get enough people, top cut gets way more points. It just kind of depends on how many people show up. But first place obviously gets the most points out of everyone. So
Yeah.
You want to know the funniest thing?
Oh, what was the?
I didn't see a single bell ringer.
And that's the top. Yeah.
rough. All right.
Actually, it's really funny. I actually watched your content a while. Set 1, I was playing Ward because of your Ward video. Not Ward, Haven.
Oh! My
Yeah.
content or kids?
Yeah.
Oh! Wow!
You
Awesome.
did the
Thank you.
breakdown of the.
Yeah. I did.
No, don't listen to Pressure. He sucks 100%. He just got lucky tonight.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Saber fan
No,
04.
It
It's
doesn't
cool
matter
whenever
what he
people
had
say
in his
that.
hand. He was winning.
All right.
Yeah,
GG's, everyone. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to end the stream here. One last shill moment, I guess. Once again, we've enabled memberships and super chats and all that stuff for the channel. So if you want to support us monetarily, you can do it that way. Any money we get through that is just going to be used to hire artists to do overlays for some of our content. And then we'll do more from there. There are some incentives for being a member. And we're always open to add more incentives. I think it lists it automatically on YouTube somewhere. You can read it. But it's like you get earlier access to some of our content and stuff like that. I think right now we're just going to be doing like you get to see the podcast earlier is the main one. And then we'll add more as time goes on. And any suggestions you guys have, you can go ahead and hit us up on Discord. Other than that, thank you everyone who showed up to this event and also everyone here who watched it. I hope you guys enjoyed all the matches. They were all very good, and I hope you enjoyed our commentary. With that being said, good night, everyone. You have anything, Dean, before I... What's up?
No, until next week.
Yeah. Until next week. Well, we always do this on Wednesdays. Join our Discord in the more information section below the video on YouTube. It should have our Discord link to the Burn 1 Discord. Join it, come in, sign up. We do it Wednesdays, same time, same place, and all that.